Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video from WesKnows Tech News and Reviews. Today I'm finally posting a video that everybody's been asking me about, and that is the heart rate accuracy test of that's right, the Huawei Gt3. Because as we know it, Huawei claims that the new optical heart rate sensor on the back of this thing is 96% as accurate as the Polar H10 ECG chest strap. Well, we've got the results with us today. So let's get into it straight after the intro.
If you are new to WesKnows Tech News and Reviews, we talk about the latest tech news. We do brutally honest reviews and share hacks and tricks along the way.
For everybody who is new to the channel, let me give you a bit of a recap of the Huawei Gt3, because previously I've done quite a few reviews on the watch already, but no accuracy tests. So the recap is, we've got the 46mm version with us today. There's also a 42mm version, which is slightly, well, smaller obviously, and it's a bit more sleek, and it would fit the smaller wrist sizes. Now, considering my wrist is 6.5 to 7 inches in circumference, it's a medium-sized wrist, and as you can see on the screen now, it's still, the 46mm watch does look kind of bulky, so it is a rugged watch and it is rather a large piece, but it is handsome. It's got the rugged sporty look, and that looks awesome in my opinion. Anyway, we've got a 1.43 inch AMOLED display here, 326 ppi. That's actually achieved by 466 by 466 pixels. Now the case here is metal, and that's great. The lugs are metal as well. That means this watch is a lasting wearer. You can wear this, you can play hard with this, you'll be okay. The glass on top is 2.5D Gorilla Glass, so unless you throw it at the wall, most likely you're not gonna get it scratched that easily. Also, you've got quick release straps on here, and that is great because that allows you to get any third-party straps you actually like. You got the Huawei brand logo on the top of your clasp, which is metal as well, and that is great. Now you also get the rotatable crown as the top right button on the case here, and the rotatable crown actually gives you a bit of functionality. You can scroll through the menus, you can zoom in and out of the Apple looking like home screen layout, and of course you got the other button, the second one down the bottom on the right of your case. Now this button is actually a functional button. You can program it to take you to anywhere out of any menu you're in. So I have programmed my bottom button to take me to the sports section straight away. Right, what else do you get on the watch? So here you've got a temperature gauge, you've got an accelerometer, you've got a barometer, you've got a compass, you've got all the usual features like your alarms, your stopwatch, your timers, your weather widgets, all the rest of it. The important things are, you've got continuous SpO2 here. So this is a continuous monitoring of your blood oxygen saturation. So if you do want to pick up symptoms of any respiratory problems, or you just want to monitor your respiratory health, this is a great addition to your smart wearables. Now it also has inbuilt GPS, and actually it's using 5 GPS networks. So GPS, Galileo, GLONASS, and another 2. So your geolocation should be quite accurate. But again, I haven't tested GPS as yet, so I can't say how accurate it is. Considering GT2 was not amazing, let's hope the GT3 does a better job. But anyways, it's also got a temperature gauge, so it gives you your on-skin temperature. Now, considering right now it's about -2, -3 outside, my skin should be 36.6 degrees Celsius. Well, the temperature you're going to be seeing on here is showing you somewhere around 30 degrees. So it's taking the on-skin, but the on-skin temperature is obviously different to your body temperature simply because of the surroundings you're in. So how useful is that feature? I don't know, but yeah. There's also a voice assistant on here. Now, that will only work for you if you've got a Huawei smartphone. So that is quite a restriction. You've got 100 sport modes to play around with. Considering you've got GPS and you've got triathlon mode, it does make the GT3 a very versatile, sporty smartwatch. Anyways, I think we've covered the main bits. Let's get into the test results. So let's set the scene of the actual test. Well, I've tried to do something that will keep up the intensity, something that will keep up the heart rate, to show the peaks, the troughs, and show quite a lot of movement across the monitoring period. So what I've done, I've actually gone on the skipping rope or the jumping rope, and I've done 1,018 skips, as you can see from the Huawei app in front of you right now. So that took me around 15 to 20 minutes, and there I was just sort of skipping away, doing 50 skips, sometimes 100, sometimes 50 again, and so forth, and basically jumping away. You can see that the chart from the Huawei is looking rather sharp. There are some sharp peaks, sharp troughs. Now, how I usually carry out the test is that I've got the Polar H10 ECG chest strap on my chest, close to my skin, close to my heart, and actually measuring the most realistic, or the closest to realistic heart rate in the market. Because we know that the Polar H10 is the most accurate heart rate chest strap that is available on the market today, provided is the benchmark, the most accurate results. And we had the optical heart rate sensor on the back of the Gt3 measuring the heart rate of my wrist using the green LED light which is emitted. It catches the reflection rate and gives you your heart rate on the watch. So now let's take a look at what the Polar H10 ECG chest strap has actually come up with. What we can see from the Polar Beat app, so this is the app that I use with the Polar H10 ECG chest strap, we can see that the average heart rate was measured at 135 beats per minute, while the max was 166 beats per minute. Okay, so let's take a look at what the Huawei came up with. And what we see there is that the result is rather solid, very solid indeed. An average of 131 beats per minute. That's great. Also, we see a max of 163 beats per minute. So this is definitely within the range of the 96% that the manufacturer has claimed. In fact, it bettered that. And considering that when you're skipping, your wrist is shaking, it's twisting, so there's a lot of potential movement from the watch on your wrist. And yet, with all these peaks and troughs, the measurement has shown that the Gt3 is a highly accurate watch for your heart rate monitoring. So definitely happy with this result. And considering this wasn't the only test, I've done quite a few to make sure that, you know, we are getting no bogus results but the real results. And I can say that I've run about 2 tests on skipping, I've done a couple while I'm on the treadmill, and usually the results are all within this 1 to 2% range. So that's quite amazing. I'm really happy with these results because I found quite a few issues and frustrations with the watch in general in regards to its feature list. But in regards to heart rate accuracy, wow. The optical heart rate sensor on the back of this thing, mighty good. Anyways, thank you for watching this heart rate accuracy test and review of the Gt3. If you enjoyed the review, please drop me a like, and if you want to see more of the same, please hit the red subscribe button below the video, and I'll see you in the next one.